Hello everybody, it's Bills.com's football guy here with, yes, another video. Had to catch up on this news before I get all this other stuff going on, all of these preview videos, and there's a lot still to go. But anyway, the Mountain West and the Pac-12, they have mutually decided to end mediation, and they're proceeding to go forward, possibly to trial. Now, does this mean they can't enter mediation again? Oh no, they still could do it later on. The first major event that's going to happen in September is the Mountain West's motion to dismiss the Pac-12 lawsuit. Now, somebody asked me, what's the worst case scenario either way? Well, worst case scenario for the Mountain West would be, number one, the lawsuit would be upheld, the motion to dismiss would be denied. The case would go to court, and the judge, I have no idea how long it's going to take, because that's still a hell of a long time here. I mean, I'll be honest with you, everybody, the only one winning out of this is the lawyers. I'll get into that here a little bit, but right now, it would be, the motion to dismiss is denied, it goes to court, and the judge rules the fact that the poaching fees are excessive, punitive, pick your terminology, and voids them. Exit fees, I don't see the judge doing that, because if you waive all the exit fees, number one, if you're even thinking about doing that, how much money are you costing your media partners? Because I hate to break it to you, CBS is not only in business with you, they're in business with the Big Ten. And the Big Ten getting picked apart? And all hell breaking loose? No. Greatly reduced exit fees? Oh yeah, I could see that. I've said that could be $10 million out of the 18 or whatever the heck it is. I could see that. Which Bob Thompson said the exit fees usually get dropped down to 55%. I said, well, 10 out of 18 is what? It's 55.55555. Okay, so 55.6%. So it's basically along that line what it gets settled for. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, there is no lawsuit about the motion to dismiss of their lawsuit for the exit fees. But as far as I know, the only lawsuit is the Pac-12 regarding the poaching fees. That's separate. So if I'm wrong on anything, let me know down in the comments. So that would be the worst case scenario for the Mountain West, you know. What's the worst case scenario for the Pac-12? The judge dismisses their case. He doesn't even go to trial. That's worst case scenario. Because that means you're paying. And then they immediately will go into mediation. The fact is, even this goes forward, and all of this stuff gets done, and all of this happens, and they go into trial, and we're going to have discovery, which who the hell knows how long that's going to be. Even on there, and it goes progressing one way or the other, the judge is still going to say, you know what, before I make a ruling, I want you two to go into mediation one more time to try to iron this out, because if I have to make a decision, neither one of you are going to like me, which is true, because neither side's going to get completely what they want if the judge makes a ruling. There's going to be something that the judge is going to put down as a precedent, which is going to possibly help the Pac-12, possibly hurt the Pac-12, help the Mountain West, hurt the Mountain West. And it also establishes this for everybody else. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Like this, what do I think is going to happen? I'll be honest with you. I haven't really paid much attention to it lately. I really haven't, because I have been racking my brain thinking about the snowball. SEC and the Big Ten makes their moves. What does the ACC do? ACC does. How does that affect everybody else? And go on and it all snowballs and rolls downhill. So I've been worried about that. But is this going to get resolved before they start kickoff of the season? No. Well, I take that back. There's a very small chance it could, and that would be if the lawsuit, Pac-12's lawsuit, is dismissed. But the fact is, that still wouldn't matter, because guess what? That's in September. The season's already got underway. We're having week 0 games on August 23rd. So it could be 27, 28 before we find out anything. And then the fact of the matter is, one side doesn't like the deal of the other. There's grounds for an appeal, which is why the judge is pushing for a settlement, because you don't appeal, it's over. that saves them a lot of the legal headaches. One thing I haven't noticed, though, is the Mountain West has not countersued on anything yet. Which I figured they might have done by now, but they haven't. So, but could be there isn't enough there, or could be they're waiting for something. I have no damn idea. I just keep thinking to myself, going like, okay, how far apart were you? Because this is a long ways away. And they said, well, rumors are they Pac-12 asked for this, the Mountain West asked. Everybody was in a gag order, basically. Nobody talked. That was everybody speculating. Nobody said a damn word. That's not going to happen. So, it's not how it goes in this. I was really, really hoping that this would have gotten through mediation and been done. Because quite honestly, the success of conferences shouldn't be decided in courtrooms with lawyers. It should be decided on the field, on the basketball court, on the diamond, in the pool. You get the idea. Let the athletes of the actual athletic conferences decide it themselves. That'd be ideally the way to do it. Instead, we've got this, which is a little frustrating because you want to pay attention to collegiate athletics instead you're paying attention to court proceedings. Makes no damn sense. So, any idea how long it's going to take? Depends on who wins. And also depends on if there's going to be any exterior forces that change things. Undue influence doesn't happen in the courtroom. Where the hell you been? I'm kind of getting a little frustrated with this because this is like, just settle this crap and be done. Everybody moves on. The Pac-12 goes in their direction. The Mountain West goes in theirs. Just move on. Let it go. Instead, we got this. But I will say one thing. There's a bug crawling on the damn window. I don't think okay. The reports of the calculated media slander or people on YouTube and X on payroll, and I haven't spoken. Could they have suggested for somebody to do it? Yeah. Paid? Probably not. Because you don't want to do that. Especially before this, you got put up the fact that you got caught either way. Got caught slandering somebody and paid somebody to do it, and that comes out in court, you're screwed. So just neither Teresa Gould nor Gloria Navarro strikes me as that stupid. Now, could somebody under them be dumb enough to do this? That's a possibility. But do I think they did? No. Both of them got too much to lose. Because a catastrophic mistake on either one of their ends could cost them their job. Neither one of them could afford that. So I don't see them personally doing this. Somebody else on the outside, maybe. Do I think it's actually happening? Reports say yes, it is. Now, show me the damn reports. Show me the documentation. Show me the proof. Show me something. Philosophy isn't simple. Okay. This happened. All right. I want to see some documentation, please. And sometimes you can't produce it right away. Okay. I'll get back to you. And then 3 months, 6 months. Documentation? Well, documentation. No, I don't have any right now. 3 more months. I don't have. Why are you asking for documentation? Never had it. Some cases that is true. Some cases it is not. It's like anything involving the negotiations from school. Someone saying the fact that they know what's going on, produce the documentation. There is none to produce. It's all sealed in court. There isn't any. So it's everybody's best guess, to be honest with you. Now, is information being leaked? Oh, yeah, Oregon State's leaking information to Canzano. Oregon State can't leak any information to Canzano because they'll be in breach of this, and they don't want to have that on their head. They're not dumb. Did Canzano make an educated guess? Yeah, he did. So did a lot of people. You don't want anything leaking. The last thing you need is to do that you went into mediation and you couldn't obey the rules, and now you're going to go in front of a judge with a reputation for not wanting to follow the rules. Not a good look. So, I don't think either one of them did this. I saw it. I know it. Okay. Got an email from Teresa Gould or somebody in the Pac-12 telling people to do this? Please, I'm all ears. I'd love to see it. Gloria Navarro's or someone in the Mountain West saying to do this to the Pac-12? I'm all ears. Show me. There's nothing on either side. Just passionate fans on either side voicing their opinions, and someone saying their opinions are fact when there's no actual documentation to back anything up. I think she didn't hit my truck. I would love, like I said, I'd love for this to have been over. Because everybody could just move on. Pac-12 be like, okay, we got our 8 members. Why'd the Pac-12 put stuff on pause? Because it's double the exit fees. They're waiting a year. They're not done. They also are going to be talking between now and March 31st. Schools with the AAC, to the American. Because it's that 27-month window, and their deadline to file is March 31st. So, they need notice. Because March 31st, 2026 means they're available July 1st, 2028. For their window. I expect the Pac-12 to be doing contacting. Do I expect the Pac? Somebody asked me, and I'm bringing this up because I got asked about this. Do you think the Pac-12 is going to bring anybody in from FCS? In a word, no. Not Sacramento State, because as I brought it up with some fans there, probably the Mountain West was a lot smarter picking UC Davis over Sacramento State, because Sacramento State's looking like a house of cards right now. But I don't see the Pac-12 grabbing an FCS school. I just don't see that. Can I see the Mountain West doing it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I could see them, like Tarleton State's still on the list. The Montana's potentially on the list. North Dakota State's definitely on the list. But North Dakota State's pushing for the Pac-12, except the Pac-12's not doing FCS. North Dakota State, sorry. Sacramento State's a lot better of a geographical fit than you are, way the hell out in the middle of nowhere. So, at least from their point of view. Mountain West wouldn't be that bad because Northern Illinois is not that far away. Plus, Wyoming is right next door, too, so you kind of got a little sandwich in between the two of them. Wyoming would be a lot closer, though. To be perfectly honest. It's like right above Wyoming. Do I expect them anything? I've been talking about, those who follow me on X, I'm going to talk about the governance, about what's going on. If you've been paying attention to it and actually reading it, know the fact that all this talk about the college football playoff and those 16 schools and the 4-4 formula and the 5-11, if the government passes, every single one of those models is obsolete. Because it won't exist anymore. There is a breakaway coming with the A4, their own subdivision, which I've talked about for over a year. A lot of people talked about it longer than that. But that's coming. If the governance passes. That affects the Pac-12 as well. That affects the Mountain West as well. Because we don't know what the hell everybody's going to do. The lawsuit is going to go on. We're going to go to court, and we're going to find out later on. The question is how much later on. We're going to find out about what the hell's going on with these two. I mean, like I said, I'd love to have this been over with, and we settle it on the court, and there's comparisons for who won championships, championship game trophies, whatever. Final NCAA tournament chairs, and whatever. But instead, can't have that. And it may be the MAC and Conference USA may go through their media deals in 2027 and 2028 respectively before this gets resolved. Anyway, hearing news about the Big Ten and the SEC, especially the Big Ten making their moves before the lawsuit gets settled. Just preparing y'all, this might happen. So, what happens now? We're moving forward. September's coming up, and we'll find out then what the hell's going on. But I've done enough running my mouth. Why don't you let me know what you think about all this down in the comments? So, thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button. Hit that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. This thing is bright as hell right now. Comment on the video. Lawsuit's going. Like I said, worst case scenario, the Mountain West, they lose everything. Worst case of the Pac-12, Pac-12 loses everything. That's the worst case scenario. Which is the quicker one that could happen? The Pac-12's, because if the lawsuit gets dismissed, there is no court case. That's the one that could happen sooner. If not, it's going to happen longer. And it still can go either way. Because we have no idea what the judge plans on doing. Or even if they even get that far, the judge may order mediation later on down the road because they don't want to make a ruling. They don't want to be caught making a precedent because that's what this would do. If you're talking about fees or exit fees being decided in court, that sets a legal precedent for every other conference. And some want that and some don't. But you let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. Share them if you want to, and if you haven't done already, check out some other videos I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. Getting close, almost there to 1K. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get there by kickoff. I don't think I'm pushing it by doing that. If you want to follow me on X, that craziness, that is that place. The link will be in the description. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's hot as hell in this truck, and I got to head back up to Ohio again. Near Cleveland. Actually, halfway between Cleveland and Akron. So, going to be fun up there. So, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day, and please be good to each other.